Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Please welcome back your Master of Ceremonies, Yoji Shimizu.
Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing this morning? Have you got your A game with you today? All right. Yesterday was a lot of fun, a lot of great qualification matches, but today is showtime, right? We will find out by the end of the day who will be our 2013 Lake Superior Regional Champions. I'm really looking forward to it. We had a lot of great matches yesterday, a lot of great team spirit. Where's the team spirit winners? 2977 over there. All right. Good to see you here. Now I want to thank all the teams for your continued gracious professionalism on and off the field. First continues to be first in the Stampede for a reason, and that is because first teams really role model the things we're all looking for: creativity, excitement, determination, sportsmanship, innovation. This is what we look for. This is what you need really to be successful in life. So keep it up today as the competition intensifies. Now, mentors, coaches, and volunteers of all ages, your voice makes a difference in how First stays first. First HQ appreciates just how much work is done by all of the volunteers in the field, and they want to hear from you. So soon after today's event, you will receive an email request with a link to the First Volunteer Survey. We really ask you to complete the survey and help First improve by sharing your observations and experiences. Okay, we've got a couple of videos for you this morning, and then we are going to get right to the competition. So right now, in a show of gracious professionalism, I'd like you to check out this joint video from the newly elected representative of the Minnesota 8th District, Mr. Rick Nolan, and the representative of Wisconsin's 8th District, Mr. Reed Ribble.
Good morning, First Robotics teams.
I'm Congressman Rick Nolan, and as the 8th Congressional District Representative for the state of Minnesota, I'd like to welcome all of you to the beautiful city of Duluth, our shining city by the sea, for this weekend's activities. We hope you enjoy your stay. It's an honor for me to be a part of these opening ceremonies with Representative Reed Ribble from Wisconsin.
And good morning. First, I'm Reed Ribble, 8th Congressional District Representative for the state of Wisconsin, and I second that motion. I'd like to thank First and First Team 93 Northeast Wisconsin Apple Corps Robotics for helping make this bipartisan address possible. For Congressman Nolan and I to be able to come together on the common ground presented by First is a privilege. I understand this may be a first, in First, having two congressmen come together to help get the super regional started.
I sure like Ribble, but I got to tell you, he and I might not always share the same opinions about some of the Washington issues out here.
And that's okay, but we agree completely that for being in First, you are rock stars. Congratulations for making the effort to be here. Enjoy this weekend's events. You've earned your rewards.
We thank the teams competing this weekend at the Lake Superior Regional and the Northern Lights Regional. Thank you for your hard work. You're already champions in my book.
One of the great lessons I've learned from First is that of being a gracious professional. It doesn't matter if you win or lose, but it does matter that you take the knowledge and lessons you learn from your years in First and use it to better our world in your lifetime. To put in the context of this year's challenge, this is the beginning of your ultimate ascent.
And we applaud all the teachers and mentors for your efforts to convey your knowledge to these teams of outstanding students. Hours of hard work after a full day's workday. I know it's difficult, but many of you continue to do it year after year, and we simply can't thank you enough. What students learn from you during their time on First Team will help them to change the world through technology and innovation as they move on in their careers. Here is one more sincere thank you for all you do.
Thanks also to the volunteers and regional directors. Without you, there would be no regional today. Giving of your time and effort is fabulous. Students, you are the future problem solvers for this entire planet. All the laws and bills that are passed in this nation or any nation may not compare to just one life-altering idea that can come from one of you competing here this weekend. What you are doing in FIRST is getting the attention of your senators and representatives in Washington. We're watching and listening FIRST. Use this stage to show us what you can do.
Best of luck to everyone here this weekend. You've worked hard to reach this moment, and now it's time to tackle your challenge. So what happens now, Congressman Ribble?
Well, I'm not sure, but I think our best vantage point may be watching from the top of one of those pyramids on the field. Best of luck, everyone, this weekend and throughout the season. To those who end up in St. Louis for the World Championship, may the flight of your disc be what you expect.
All right. That was great. That's the power of FIRST. It can bring Democrats and Republicans together. So, and that doesn't happen very often these days, unfortunately. Now, a few words from Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar. Amy has been an avid and loyal fan of Minnesota First since 2008, and she has a video message for us.
Hello to all my friends taking part in the first robotics double regional competition in Duluth today. I think you know I would much rather be there with you in person, but there's just a few things going on right now, so I'm honored to join you via video. You should know I'm recording this video in Washington, D.C. on a day when 2 inches of snow have brought the city to a standstill. And no one likes it better than my daughter. She's 17, and yes, 2 inches of snow means, in Washington, that her school is canceled. That sure wouldn't happen in Duluth. I know some of you are representing robotics teams from other states, so before I go on, allow me to welcome you to the great state of Minnesota, where in the words of our unofficial poet laureate, Garrison Keillor, all the women are strong, all the men are good looking, and all the robots are above average. I first want to thank everyone with FIRST Robotics and all of the dedicated teachers, parents, and academic advisors who are there today. I have been at other robotics competitions. It's so much fun and so impressive. My favorite was watching the robots play basketball. Most importantly today, I want to congratulate all of you students. You should be very proud of what you've accomplished. I know there's a lot of talent and energy in the room right now, and I know you just want to have me keep speaking so you can't get to your competition. But I can't tell you how inspiring it is for me to think about all the remarkable young people coming together, battling it out with your robots, and sharing your passion for technology. I recently spent some time traveling around our state as part of a Minnesota STEM tour, meeting with students and teachers who are just as excited about these things as you are. Whether it was the magnetic levitation vehicles that students were building at Sauk Center Middle School in Elk River, which also has a really cool thing in their school program called GEMS, short for Girls in Engineering, Math, and Science, or the Mitten Project at Cedar Park Elementary in Apple Valley, where students are using math to design high-quality, low-cost mittens, or the robotics program at Central Lakes College in Staples. No matter where I go, I'm amazed to see so many students like you, students who are not only learning the fundamentals, but actually applying them to solve real-world problems. This is so important, because if we're going to win this global war on technology, if we're going to be the country that makes the next pacemaker, that produces the next Post-it note, it's got to come from you guys. It's probably not going to come from my generation anymore. Ultimately, the skills you have with math and science technology are essential to moving our economy forward. America can no longer afford to be a country that just churns money around on Wall Street. Banks are important, but they can't be our only economic engine. What we need to be now is a country that thinks, that invents, that makes things, that exports to the world. This begins with students who are trained in science and math. I have a bill right now to double the number of STEM schools, ramp up the focus on these critical subjects, and I'm also working on policies to better match the skills being taught in our classrooms with the jobs that are available today. It is an exciting time in this country, and I know we're going to do well. I want you to come to my office. I invite the whole conference, so if you're ever in Washington, D.C. right now, anytime, come on in. We have breakfast on Thursday morning, and we invite the entire state. Check to make sure the Senate's in session, and we don't have a snow day. But when you come in, you'll see a picture on the wall, and it's a picture of an angel. And the words on the picture read, the woman is handing a globe off to an outstretched hand, the angel is. And the words read, the angel sighed And she said, if we fail this time, it will be a failure of imagination. And she placed the world in the palm of my hand. Well, you know what? That world is being placed in the palms of your hands. You are the next generation of engineers, scientists, researchers, and inventors. You are the ones that are going to make things happen. So get to work, have fun today, and I look forward to seeing you in Washington.
Thank you, Senator Klobuchar. All right, now I'd like to reintroduce our fabulous judges. Judges, could you please stand? I hope you've had a chance to meet them. Give them a big round of applause. I know they've been super impressed with all that they've seen here at the competition, and I hope you get an additional opportunity to interact with them today and really wow them with your enthusiasm and your gracious professionalism. Now, we need to reintroduce our referees and our referee team. Dick Gillespie and our head ref and the ref team. Welcome again. We appreciate all your service. The matches have been really well played, and we appreciate all the work that you do. Now, First is partnered with many great colleges and universities who want you and who are offering you money to come and study with them. Now, here are the facts. There are more than 800 scholarship opportunities for First students. Over $16 million in scholarships are available. And last year, 1 out of 4, 25% of the applicants, received an award from the more than 150 colleges, associations, and corporations that offer these scholarships to members of First teams. So you don't want to let this kind of opportunity slip by. And you can't win if you don't apply. So it's really important for you, if this is a scholarship that you're eligible for, to take advantage of it, put your hat in the ring, and see what happens. I think you'll be surprised at what the outcome could be. And you can get more scholarship information on the First website, usfirst.org. Now, speaking of money, here's the latest bright idea from First, an eco-friendly team fundraiser. I think you've heard Dean say that the Girl Scouts have cookies. Well, First Robotics teams have light bulbs, right? How many of you are selling these light bulbs? All right. These are the second generation First green eWatt savers. It's an exclusive state-of-the-art LED light bulb that is dimmable. Now, I know for you teenagers, you're probably thinking, what's the big deal about a dimmable light bulb? But trust me, I got a lot of these light bulbs in my house, and the fact that they're dimmable is really great because it expands the places where you can use them. And they feature longer life and significantly lower energy consumption. So again, check out the First website, get more information on this green fundraising strategy, and start raising some money for your First team. Okay, now here's what our schedule looks like today. We've got qualification matches this morning. We've got to make sure that every team is out here for a total of 10 matches. Right before lunchtime, we will have our alliance selection, in which 8 alliance captains, the top 8 ranked teams, will get to pick their alliances to compete in this afternoon's elimination tournament, which will be a round-robin style quarterfinal, semifinal, finals, till we get to a Lake Superior regional champion. And then we will have a number of awards in the awards ceremony, and in the end, we will have a number of teams who will have qualified from this regional to compete at the World Championships in St. Louis. How's that sound? You ready? Is your spirit up? Let me hear your spirit. Come on. All right. So before we get the robots into action, ladies and gentlemen, please stand for our national anthem, performed this morning by the Lake Superior and Northern Lights Choir. Great job, choir. Thank you very much. All right, we are ready to get going. Let's get these robots set up and get the next qualification match underway.